Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is June the 2nd. So welcome to Cook and Celebrate. We are making it outdoors this month. It's a continuation off of what we started in May. Currently, we do have a severe thunderstorm where we're recording this. So if the video becomes wonky or we suddenly lose connectivity, Carrie and Linda are co-hosts, so
And they're in different parts of the state, so we've got a chance.
we're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
So what we're doing tonight is we're going to be making burgers, and these burgers can be made on the grill. They can be made with the MicroPro grill, and if you go to shop and you can't seem to get that MicroPro grill to work in your cart, connect with your Infinite Shine family member, and we will figure out a way for that to get to you, because it really is one of the most revolutionary products that Tupperware has ever made. That's what this is. It is a grill for your microwave.
Anything you do on a regular grill, you can do in there.
Yep, and with this ring, you can also bake. And that's what comes with it too. And the ring is good in the oven as well as this product. So Rich
That
is,
product can go in the oven,
the ring can,
but not the MicroPro grill.
no,
Well, that was what I was hearing, so I just thought I'd better check.
this can go in the
Seriously?
microwave
And the grill.
and the griddle, this thing. Yes, because it's silicone. It's just like our silicone molds. So
But this cannot go in the oven.
nope, this is microwave only. It does have two molds, two ways to cook with it. It has a grill mode and it has a baking mode. So the baking mode is when it's like this, and the grill mode is when it's like this. And what makes it special is it has heat susceptors on the top and the bottom that will make it 425 degrees constant within 4 minutes of putting it in the microwave.
So that means they're hot.
It's very hot, and so this, unlike the vent and serves, does get hot. So you want to make sure you use a hot pad or something.
And if you're blessed with the Tupperware oven, that's
yes,
nice.
yes. So there's that. So we're going to be making that, and we're going to be using something we don't typically demonstrate because my husband is making beef burgers. And before he does that, I want to show you what it is. So this is the part of I'm hearing voices. All right, so this is the Fusion Master. Typically, when we do these demonstrations, we talk about the Great Master because more people use shredded cheese than they do shredded meat. We learned during COVID that sometimes steak is cheaper than ground beef. And so if that happens to ever be the case, or you have really nice steaks that you want to turn into steak burgers, using a grinder that is a mincer called the Fusion Master is going to be your thing. This is the holster for it. It's just a normal pauser. And then this is the crank that holds it. It uses this blade that you put on top.
And it is sharp.
It is sharp. You put this.
No, other way, because you got to be able to put it on your
Yep.
handle.
Yep. So you put it on like this, and you need, it comes with two different,
What would you call those? Blades? No.
I think they're like sploogers, because that's where the
Sploogers.
because that's where the meat.
Okay, see this round thingy? This round thingy has holes in it. And if you want big, you use the big one. If you want tinier ones, use a tinier one. Okay, somebody, all of you that have the ability to look up, find what the word is for this thing.
It's the grater.
Please.
It's a splooger. I like splooger better. Anyways, you put the blade on top. There's like a little screw right here that fits perfectly. And then you put the blade right on top of that, which is right there. And then,
And then they have a notchy. This is important. See this notchy? There's a notchy. So you line the notchy to the notchy.
In reverse, always.
it's in reverse. Well, why didn't you come over here, sir?
I'm just enjoying sitting back watching.
Come here.
Come here, sweetheart.
It's a show. It's a show.
I have a dog under.
Okay, now just a thought, if you put this handle on, then that thing isn't gonna move for you too, kind of, sort of.
One would think.
One would think, one knows.
So it does matter how you put it on, and our dog is underfoot because of the fact that he is
Have a hand.
terrified of storms. So take it
We're not using this smoozer.
We're using the
That's-
big pole schmoozers.
Not a schmoozer.
Sploozer.
Gear
And
is
then
above
tip that
three.
down a little bit, please.
Splooger.
So it's all assembled before so that's what it looks like when it's all assembled. He had to flip the blade the other way around so that it all could fit together. And then the meat goes there. We have 1 pound of regular 85% lean ground beef.
That's already been ground up,
That's already been ground up.
but you could grind it up.
You could.
And he is going to take onion.
A knife, using a Tupperware knife, of course. Onion,
So this is a red onion that we had from our weekend.
And then we're gonna grind up some bacon because what tastes better in a burger than bacon?
And it's about, these are 12-ounce packages because it's how Black Label Hormel bacon is packaged.
everything
now.
is now.
So about half a pound of bacon for 4 burgers, and this is gonna make 4 burgers.
These are ones, onion.
So he's putting up bacon
And you put
and
the happy
onion.
hand, yeah. All right,
And you can see that and the onion
Oh.
or the bacon is not only going to give flavor, but it adds fat to the ground beef. So it ends up making the burgers really,
juicy,
or moist, depending on how people like that word.
if they like that word or not.
It's a good word.
It is a word, that's for sure.
Max is waiting, there's a white on the form that got sprayed to me.
Max is terrified of storms and currently is residing between the two of them. Come here, Max. Over here. Hi, babies.
Okay, so bacon, onion,
Bacon, onion.
minced.
It's in there. I'm just pulling this. I just want,
Make
It's
sure you don't want to
It's
waste any.
completely clean on the inside.
yeah, it's shockingly works well. This is why we use the larger
You don't want to use the
smoozer.
schmoozer.
They're called mincers, please.
Mincers, that's what I figured. But I was,
Is that what they're called?
yeah.
The Fusion Master
And
mincers.
then
Yeah.
there's your blade, you don't want to mix that in your
Oh,
hamburger.
thank you.
That's a surprise you don't want to have.
I mean, could be it.
Okay, then how do you mix this up?
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my hands, but my hands have goo on them, so if you wanna grab the onion powder there, someone,
So this is garlic powder.
garlic powder,
Not
that's what I meant.
onion.
Garlic powder. How much do you put in until it looks good?
I mean, there's a,
There is a measurement on the recipe guide
Yeah,
you'll
looks
get
about
if you
right.
texted to get the
it's
swim
like
link.
3/4 of a teaspoon, something like that.
And then this is Thai red chili paste, and it does have 3 red chilies to
So
make.
in theory, it's hot.
In theory, it's hot, but really, I don't think it is because of all the meat and stuff that he puts in it.
Good,
Yep.
so,
Oh, that's 1 teaspoon. It's 3/4 teaspoon in directions.
But you rounded it up, so we're good.
we're good, we're fine.
So
And you
then
just
You wanna
mixing
take
that up.
that stuff away, so. stab me.
accidentally stab yourself.
Of course, and this only works if you use Tupperware and all things.
Right, so. All we gotta do then is we're gonna break these up into some, slightly equal sized chunks.
Oh, and if you want to, with the same Fusion Master mincer, you can make sausages with the sausage attachment too.
And it connects to the schmoozer.
It does. So we're going to be
It
using,
does.
we're going to be using the hamburger press. It is available right now. And in fact, it's on sale at the time of the recording. The thing that people sometimes don't realize is it only comes with 1 seal because the base
Is the top.
is the
together.
top of the next one. So they're meant to stack up on each other. And there is a 1/4. I don't think you can see it very well. This says 1/4 and there's 1/3 on the other side. And that's if you want to make it a particular size. So,
So you put your ring in, you slap in the meat,
and then you just,
push and twist.
yep, push and twist and it's done.
Now, okay,
You know,
do you know to put a hole in the middle?
I was going to get to that
Okay, good.
after. Do you want to explain to them why?
No, you can.
So one of the biggest tips that we have for you is to poke a hole in
All the way through.
all the way through into the burgers, because what will happen is you will never have to cut in the middle. You'll never have to cut in the middle of your burgers again to figure out if they're done all the way through, because that hole will shrink in as it
The heat
cooks.
comes through. Yeah.
And
And it keeps it flat
it does keep it flat.
Yep.
instead of having that ball that you have to keep
So-
pushing down.
These would be ready to go. Now, if you are a person like Linda, who is on this call, and she loves to buy big tubes of ground beef, she can set up for a camping trip, or you could set up for a camping trip where you make multiples of these and throw them in the freezer. And then they're the same kind of frozen burgers that one would buy at, say, a grocery store that come pre-frozen, but you know exactly how you made them. Where
You know what's in them.
Correct.
the other people may not.
Yes.
So now you're gonna take over?
Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these bad boys in our Micro Pro grill.
Now, originally when this first came out,
Yep.
they said we had to preheat it, remember?
You still do.
I never preheat it.
Well,
I've
that's
never-
why.
You just cook it longer on one.
I've never
Okay.
preheated one of mine.
That's what I wanted to say, because people are saying, well, aren't you supposed to preheat this thing? And here to tell you,
I've never done it.
You don't want to put the plastic in it.
Right. I know, but I'm just showing. You're only gonna be able to do one at a time typically. You-
With this size burger.
Right. You might be able to jam them in there and get two, but
Like maybe 2 chicken breasts. So if you are a person that, like, we use this a lot when both of our kids were in our house, because Bonnie was a vegetarian. And so they would end up cooking their food in here.
and you, when you're grilling like this, you put it down. You don't put it in the casserole mode.
Yep.
You want the meat. You want this cover because it's got 425 degrees. You
Yep.
want that directly on your meat.
yep, nice
Yep.
steer on it.
So, if you have a smaller family, or you just want to cook something up for yourself because you work for home, this is really perfect. My best friend Gina loves it, especially for pizza,
Yeah.
because it reheats really, really well.
And then you put it in a casserole mold
Yep.
for that, right?
Yep.
So you don't have.
So for the ones that we aren't cooking right away, you just stack them on top of here. And then you put the seal on. You could throw this then onto the freezer if you're only wanting to make one burger at a time. I'm going to throw them in the fridge until we're ready to cook up. the
Now,
rest.
other things you can do with that, and I'm sure she's going to talk about that, but I'll go ahead and start while she's over here. You know what I look like, right? Okay, ice cream sandwiches. You use the Ultra Pro, you bake your brownie. So far, so good.
Mhm.
Or the silicone, even better, if you want a thin, for some strange reason, you want a thin brownie, you put it on the silicone baking mat with the rim.
Okay.
Put it on a cookie sheet, and you spread out your brownie batter. Of course, using Tupperware measuring cups.
Of course, because it doesn't work
Okay,
otherwise.
right, and you bake it, right? And then you take and you cool it. See the ring? That is your cutter of the brownie. And you go into your brownie, go making the noise. And this is part of your ice cream sandwich, because
Okay.
it's the right size, because it fits in here, because it's meant to fit in here.
Yes.
So you have brownie, you have ice cream using the Tupperware ice cream scoop, and you have another brownie. You put another one on top, smush it down, and you have homemade ice cream sandwiches to your liking.
It's just like the Kemp's ones that they make for the grocery store.
But you know what's in them.
But you know what's in them. And if you have people that are gluten sensitive, or like
Right.
you have vegan family members,
Right.
then you know for sure what you're eating,
What
which
you're
is
eating.
a big, big part of why we do these cooking shows, because you knowing what you eat saves you money.
Yeah.
Because you're not throwing out food. It makes it the way that you want. So if you're looking to do a particular diet or have a particular foundation in your meals, this is how you can get it done.
Okay.
So that is the first
And
one.
comment below, please let us know other ideas as how you can use the hamburger.
On the YouTube video or in our Facebook page, where this will be housed for the replay. Now, since we're doing burgers, at some point during the month of June, the Mando Junior is going to come out. So I want to show you guys what this looks like. It is a mandolin, and unlike our other mandolin, it only slices vertically. It does not do French fry cuts or anything like that. It has 3 levels. That's 1 click, that's 2 clicks, and that's 3 clicks. So it goes really deep, medium deep, and thin, and then it locks. And when it's locked, you can go through. It has a little howitzer thing
The lock is to protect from being
Yes.
cut, right?
from being cut and easier to wash. It is important that you use this thing here, and if you are even better, get one of those mesh-proof gloves that way, if for some reason it accidentally slips, you're not gonna accidentally cut yourself. If you're looking to get one of these, be sure to connect with your infant and child family members so when they come out, you can know because they can message you or email you depending on how you communicate with them. So-
Do you know if this is dishwasher safe?
No, because it has a blade.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. That's why I was
Yeah.
checking to see. Okay,
All things that have a blade are not dishwasher safe.
because the blade will be dulled by the dishwasher
Yes.
detergent, correct?
Yes.
Plus the detergent, and it's also the fact
The
that it's
oscillator.
gonna bounce around, the knife or whatever bounces in
okay.
there, right, and it's
Yes.
heating stuff.
Okay,
And all for warranty wise, anything that is metal, Tupperware only has a 1-year warranty. It's always been that way since I've been in Tupperware.
because it's
for
not
15
regular
years.
Tupperware plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then we have some summer tips that we wanted to share.
Because we are in summer at 91 degrees.
And because it was 91 degrees,
Oh, yes.
so Carol,
Uh-oh.
that's just my,
That's just a charger.
yeah. So this was frozen when Carol came to my house.
Yeah,
And because it was 91 degrees, you can see
it's already started to
it's
melt.
not really,
So this is an experiment that didn't truly work, but it does
Yes.
work.
you can, so what she's doing with this is anytime you have a pasta salad that has mayo or Miracle Whip, you need to keep it cold. And if you are going to be going to a party, one way to do that is to use our impressions line because it does have a gap in there. And I'm going to carefully show you the gap.
But
Actually,
ice ring.
no.
Oh, careful, because there's no seal on that yellow bowl, so be careful.
So I'm going to show you the gap through this because she brought the other bowl. So you can see that there's a little gap right here. My finger is sticking in it. You would fill that gap up with water halfway. And then you put the smaller bowl inside of the larger bowl and you have to put the seal on.
Because otherwise the smaller bowl will float up.
And the trick with impressions bowls is there's a lip here, you tuck it under, and then you rock it around. It doesn't ever work to do that. It won't. You have to tip and put it around.
It's not a push me.
Yes. Then the bowl with the water and the bowl inside. with
Empty.
the empty bowl inside with, so you have this bowl with water with the smaller bowl inside and the seal on goes in your freezer until the ring around it is frozen. And the reason why you do halfway is so that it gives room for expansion. Now,
So when I took it out of my freezer,
it was frozen.
it was frozen.
Now it's not,
It's
but it
floating.
did its job because it got from Bloomington to here.
And I didn't put it
Fine.
in a cooler, my bad. I was lazy and did not go get a cooler from the garage.
And inside is her macaroni salad, which definitely needs to be kept cold. So
And there still is ice here. There's still that much ice. See, this is your ice bowl.
this is proof that it does work. There's the ice formation. It's just how it is. And you can we can dump out the water.
Well, the water's cold, so I mean,
Yeah, so this works.
so that works. And the ice is still keeping it cold.
Yeah, so you can kind of see how much of a gap that is. It is really important before you put it in the freezer that the seal goes on. That is the most important step to this, because if it doesn't, the water as it starts to freeze will just push the bowl that's inside up and you're never gonna be able to get the seal on.
Well, and you're also just gonna have flat, you're not gonna have ice all the way around the bowl.
Right, it'll just be on the bottom.
Yeah,
So that's summer tip number 1. Summer tip number 2 involves ice cube trays, which I forgot to take out. So, but we have MicroPro Grill to show because we want to show them.
Yeah.
So we are halfway through the cooking process of the MicroPro Grill.
Oh, no, it's done.
it's
Oh, it's
done.
done. How
Keep
long
putting-
did you cook it for?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes on each side?
Nope,
Nope.
4 minutes and 4 minutes.
So this is how the burger looks when it's completely done. You can see the circle has closed in, so you know it's cooked all the way
Okay.
through.
And the one thing I do always want to call out, you can kind of see the grease on the edges. So there's a little reservoir around the edges of the MicroPro grill, all the grease kind of falls into that, so you're not cooking in the
In the
grease.
grease.
It kind of rolls
So
off
if
to the
if
side.
there is, and if you made a really big hole and there's still a hole there and somebody says, what's the hole for? I just say, put a pickle in it.
Right.
I mean, you know, give them an answer.
And then you would add your favorite fixings to a bowl and you would make your burger. And they taste really yummy. I like them a lot. And you can make the same burgers on the grill. It's just gonna have grill marks. This doesn't, but you can see that it browned and it really works well. When you go to make the second burger or the third burger, or if you want to make more than one, just make the burgers a little bit smaller. And you might just have to drain off the fat from time to time.
Yeah.
As well. All right, so we talked about that. Oh,
Okay, ice cubes.
Ice cube trays. So our fresh and pure ice cube trays have little push buttons on the bottom, silicone ones. If you have people in your life that cannot twist the ice cube trays, this is the one for them because it's just a push button on
Pop up. Yeah.
to pop it up. Excuse me. You can take lemonade. If you're going to have a party, put lemonade into your ice cube trays, throw them into the freezer, and then when you go to serve your lemonade, take those lemonade ice cube trays and put them into the drink, and then you're not going to water it down.
Or lemonade and iced tea, that kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes. Likewise, you can take herbs as you're growing them in your garden, because this is the time of year most people have gardens, and throw them in there with a little bit of water.
Mince them using one of our.
However you would use
use-
them as you cook.
Right.
And then you put a little bit of water in there and then you freeze them. And like, you're going to have fresh herbs then whenever you want to have them. And it's just a little bit easier to use. We're going to have more ideas for you on the sheet of paper that will be sent out via text with the recipe for the macaroni salad and Rich's burgers, along with, what was I bring for
don't know where you're brainstorming.
other summer tips. that
Yes,
we
can
had.
I tell about this?
Yes.
Okay, bowl.
Oh, wait. Oh, Fix a Mix. Right now, as of June 2nd, we have several different versions of this bowl on your Infinite Shine family members' personal website. They are different colors and have different colored sheets. Seals.
One's pink and one's clear with purple and one's purple with red. One's clear with red
Yes,
or whatever color they have at the time.
it is not this color.
Hey, that color is,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just telling you it's
Mhm.
not this color.
tell us which color you've got at your house or
Yes.
which color are you hoping you
I
can inherit
person-
from somebody.
I personally grew up with a shade of green, not that different than this one, that had all of my aunt's names on it because they had to have their names on it
Permanent
for
marker. Right.
the picnic. And you hid the seal because somebody always seems to walk off with
You
your
know,
seal.
I don't know where my seal is.
If you've lost your seal, fun fact, a That's a Bowl seal will fit
Fits on it.
this.
Yeah.
So that's how you can get a new seal.
Yeah. Seal.
You
Okay,
were
so
gonna tell us.
ancient, you know, Tupperware's been around 70, close to 78 years now as a party plant. Okay. And one of the very first tips they ever said with this was the biggest, this is the first big bowl Earl Tupper made was the Fix and Mix bowl. Okay. And they taught people, these used to be called midgets, right? 2 ounces. And that's another whole thing you can
Tupper
talk about
minis
forever.
now.
They're called Tupper minis now. All right. And they're 2 ounces. So 75 years ago, a Tupperware lady turned around and said, fill it with water about the 1.5 ounce line, freeze it, and they make a whole lot of these. And when you were getting ready to take, because we didn't have impressions bowls, okay? When you're ready to take a salad someplace, you dump the part of the salad in, throw it in a mini. You just kept layering minis around here, which they'll take it someplace, and this kept the salad cold, right? And then the idea is whoever scooped out this somehow or another got something.
It could be a kiss, it could be a prize, kind of like at Mardi Gras time,
They have the little tiny baby king cakes with the tiny baby
Yes.
inside it.
So that's another summer tip as well.
Yeah, I mentioned this at a party last week and I had forgotten I hadn't told people and they all said, oh, something new.
Yes. So
Anyway,
that is our cooking portion for tonight. If you want those recipes, make sure you text 763-200-8008 the word cook, and they will be sent to your phone.
And is that the same number they said that they were coming tonight with?
Yes, and then you'll get the notification for next month's, which will be on July 1st. We're doing it on July 1st, Tuesday, instead of July 7th, so that we can give you ideas on what to do for your 4th of July celebrations that you might be going to. Sound good? Yes? Yes, awesome. So now comes the celebrate part. So this, continue to share. Why does it do that?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I know nothing.
I'm gonna pin me. Cancel. Pin.
Uh-oh, it's got her going all over places.
Yeah, continue. All right, so we have a goal to be a $500,000 company in 2025, recruiting 20 or more team members every month with having 16 or more members in our company that are managers. This is so much fun. And I'm going to post a picture tomorrow of what these look like inside of a cart. When you are the number one consultant or the number one manager or the number one director, and you have a minimum of 250 in sales, you are going to also earn this set of 4 trolley bags for, I don't know. I don't know what the price is. I don't know if it's free or if it's just you get them. At $250, you also get to have this extra large stand-up silicone bag, which there is another tip for.
So right now, because we're in this week already.
Yes, and this is through Saturday. So $250 in sales gets you the silicone bag no matter what. When you're the number one consultant or the number one manager or the number one director, and you and I are head to head for the director one, then you also get to add the trolley bags. Our goal for the week, so this is June 1st through the 7th, is 6,000 company sales with 2 more new team members. We are starting the summer scramble. It's a lot of fun. The people who are watching the Zoom live with us tonight are getting points for this event. We host it. We earn points June, July, and August so that we can have a celebration at the end of the month or at the end of the summer. New consultants will get to play in the Ready, Set, Activate from Tupperware, and you get to earn this wonderful water dispenser as well. And then when you have $1,000 in sales, $2,000 in sales, you're going to be getting VIP early access for things coming in September. So you'll be the first to be able to have that. $1,500, you start to earn money from Tupperware too. That's extra, it's bonuses. Karen and Daylene are playing in month 3 in their Ready, Set, Activate of this month. And we help them by doing Check Out What's New party, where they create the link and we give them all the materials so they can be on the 90-day success path. When you have 3 personal active consultants, you're active in Tupperware with $100 in personal sales. At this time, they count them as personal active for you, and then 3,000 unit sales, of which 500 or more is yours, you're a manager.
And that also includes the active consultant sales at the 100? That's a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then 6 is the magic number for star manager and 9 for executive. This is the last month to start the Grow for Growth program, where you get to have this very cute,
Travel bag.
yes, I had a brain fart. Thank you.
That's all right.
And then for managers, now managers is 3 levels deep. So it's your personal recruits, their personal recruits, and the recruits of the 2nd level. That when you have 5 of them, you get to have 5 picnic basket or picnic blankets for $10. And when we each have 10, we get to have that.
Okay.
So we have our last month with our quarterly catalog and the last month with our Make It Outdoors flyer going on right now. There is brand new specials that started yesterday on our website. This is one of the Fix and Mix bowls. You can see there's 3 different colors right here. I believe the sheer picture set has been updated as well from this flyer. I took this from yesterday. And then be sure to like our Facebook page. Every month you have many ways to earn money in Tupperware. You have a 25% commission. You earn your personal volume bonus. Rich only got a bonus once a year if his company made money. You get to have a bonus 12 months out of the year when you achieve $1,500 or more. And then when you step up to leader, you open up 2 more streams of income, and executive manager, you open up a 3rd. Richard.
Yeah.
It's recognition. So this is the month of May.
Yep. Congrats to everyone who submitted $1 or more, $3,400, based on everything that was submitted.
So if you are one of these people, come
Yeah.
off mute.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, top in personal sales. Number 5, Sarah Brennison. Number 4, Karen Cullen. Number 3, Lamona Stiegel. Number 2, Linda Becker. And number 1, Ms. Carol Radke. Congratulations.
everybody.
Yay.
Sorry, I just put my hand in something. I thought it was just water. It's just water. It's not like bacon grease or something. I thought it was for a hot second. Sorry. Lost my train of thought.
Bacon grease. We did not have bacon grease.
I know we didn't. All right, so consolation. So congratulations for being on pace to Ms. Carol Radke. And then team sales number 3 is Linda Becker, manager of Becker's Bowling Buddies. Still my favorite name. Number 2, Sarah Brennison and the Tupper Stars. And number 1 is the Achievers. Congratulations.
There's 2 of
Yay.
the Achievers and Tupper Stars. So
Got it. Yay,
congratulations.
Achievers. Pat yourselves on the back.
And then some national recognition. So top 100 directors or above in personal sales. So Ms. Carol Radke was number 39. I definitely need to start getting glasses because even the 39 is a tad bit fuzzy. I'm
You want to try
dead
and
serious.
I don't think, I think you'd be very blurry with.
Bonnie handed me theirs today and I could read nothing. So
Our prescriptions really.
yeah, ooh,
Yeah.
it was bad. And then executive manager, top 100 managers. Oh, go back. Linda Becker, number 58. So
Congratulations, Linda.
Personal
in
sales.
personal sales.
Personal
Yep.
sale.
Happy anniversaries. So we have 3 of them, Kim and Jana, or is it Jana? Jana, 6 years, and then Carrie for year number 8. So
For
congratulations.
this time around.
This time around, right.
Yeah.
Stuff in the middle, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
happy birthdays to everyone who is June birthdays. So Bertha, Connie, and Rochelle, congratulations on your
Your
June
birthday.
birthday.
And her birthday.
I don't celebrate
You,
birthdays.
well,
Happy
we do.
birthday to you.
No.
Sing happy birthday to everybody, including Richard. Happy birthday to
Birthday to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday, dear Bertha,
birthday.
Connie, Rochelle, and Richard.
Happy
birthday
and
to
Connie and
you.
Rochelle. Happy birthday.
See, I would have, I said, I almost said Ricky because Ricky
Right,
is
right,
Ricky Rankin.
Yeah, I get that.
Ricky Brennison. Were you ever called Ricky?
No.
No.
Always DJ.
Yeah, it's always
DJ.
DJ. Yeah.
So our next,
DJ.
You never heard that?
No. Why is it DJ? I could say.
that's
but I
another
won't.
time. Another time. So our next Cook and Celebrate will be July 1st at 7 p.m. Be sure to,
And that's a Tuesday.
that is a Tuesday, be sure to text the word cook to 763-200-8008 for the Zoom link and recipes. And we want to thank everybody for joining us for the Make It Outdoors with Tupperware. Those of you that are Infinite Shine family members, we are going to stay on for a little bit, but I'm going to stop the recording now. So wave goodbye.